Welcome students. In this session, I am going to solve some problems in module 1 of engineering physics. So let us work out some problems in damped vibrations. First problem, a 20 gram oscillator with the natural angular frequency 10 radians per second is vibrating in a damping medium. The damping force is proportional to the velocity of the vibrator. If the damping coefficient is 0.17, how does the oscillation decay? So here the mass is given, mass is equal to 20 grams, and angular frequency omega is given, that is equal to 10 radians per second, and damping coefficient R is given, so R is equal to 0.17 kg per second. So now we have to calculate what type of decay it is, whether it is a critical damping or under damping or deadbeat or over damping. So from this we can obtain the expression for B. 2B is equal to R by M, or B is equal to R by 2M. So that is equal to 0.17 divided by 2 into 20 into 10 to the power minus 3. So that is equal to 4.25. So B is equal to 4.25. So B squared is equal to 18.06, the square of this one. So omega is 10 radians per second. So omega squared is equal to 100. So now here B squared is very small compared with the 100. So that means it is the under damped vibration. So B squared is lesser than omega squared. So it is the case of under damping. Next problem. A mass of 2 kg suspended by a spring of force constant 51.26 Newton per meter is executing damped simple harmonic motion with a damping of 5 kg per second. Identify the damping and estimate the value of damping required for critical damping. So here there are two things. So first we have to calculate what type of damping it is, whether it is a critical damping or aperiodic or under damping. So then we have to calculate the value of damping for critical damping, that is the coefficient of damping for the critical damping. So here the mass is given, so mass is 2 kg, force constant K is equal to 51.26, and this is R, that is the damping coefficient, that is 5 kg per second. So K is equal to 51.26 Newton per meter, mass is equal to 2 kg, R is equal to 5 kg per second. So first let us calculate omega. Omega is nothing but the natural frequency of the system. So that is equal to K divided by M. So omega squared is equal to K divided by M. So that is 51.26 divided by mass is 2 kg. So 25.63 radians per second. So that is the square of the angular frequency. So now we have to calculate B squared. So in order to calculate B squared, first we have to calculate B. So there is a relationship between B and R, that is B is equal to R by 2M. So R is the damping coefficient. So 5 divided by 2 into mass is 2. So that is equal to 1.25. So B squared is equal to 1.562 pi. So this is the value of B squared. This is the value of omega squared. So omega squared is very large compared with the b squared, or b squared is very small compared with the omega squared. So that means it is a low damping or under damping. So this is the case of under damping. So now in order to have the critical damping, what is the value of B that you have to calculate? So what is the value of R that we have to calculate? So for that, for critical damping, B squared should be equal to omega squared. So omega squared we know. So from that we calculate B. So B squared should be equal to omega square, so that is equal to 25.63. So therefore B is equal to 5.06. So if you know the value of B, you can calculate R, because R is equal to 2B into M. So therefore R is equal to 2 into B into M, that is 2 into B is 5.06 for the critical damping, and M is 2. So therefore this is equal to 20.25 kg per second. So this is the damping coefficient required for the critical damping. Next problem. A mass 2 kg is attached to spring and set for oscillation. The equation of motion of the system is given by 2 into d squared x by dt square plus 0.013 dx by dt plus 1.2 x is equal to 0. Assuming the damping to be small, calculate the angular frequency of the oscillation for the system and the time taken for the amplitude oscillation to decay 1 by e of its starting value. So this represents the expression for the damping oscillation. So now since the damping is small here, so this is the case of under damped system. So here we have to calculate angular frequency omega and time taken to decrease the amplitude value to 1 by e times its initial value. So this is the equation for motion. It is of the form this one, m into d squared x by dt squared plus r into dx by dt plus k into x. So where mass m is equal to 2 and r is equal to 0.013 and k is equal to 1.2. So mass m is equal to 2 kg, damping coefficient r is equal to 0.013, force constant k is equal to 1.2 Newton per meter. Now for amplitude for the damped oscillation is given by A into A is equal to capital A into e to the power minus bt, where b is equal to r by 2m. So therefore A is equal to capital A into e to the power minus r by 2mt. So this is the expression for the amplitude. Now let us consider the initial condition when t is equal to 0. So put t is equal to 0 in this particular equation. So A is equal to capital A into e to the power. So this becomes equal to 0. So e to the power 0. So that is equal to A. So that is initially when t is equal to 0, the amplitude is equal to capital A. Now what is the amplitude at t dash, where t dash is the time taken for the amplitude to decay from its value A to 1 by e times A. So substitute in this particular equation. So there small a is equal to A by E and capital A into e to same equation e to the power minus r by 2m into t dash. So here A gets cancelled, so that is equal to 1 by E is equal to e to the power minus r by 2m t dash. So since bases are same, so here minus 1 is equal to minus r by 2m t dash, or minus 1 is equal to minus r by 2m t dash, or t dash equal to r 2m divided by r. So mass is 2 kg, so 2 into 2 and r is equal to 0.013. So therefore T dash equal to 307.7. So that is the time taken to decrease the amplitude value 1 by E times its initial value is 307.7 seconds. Now angular frequency omega is equal to square root of k by m. So we know the value of k 1.2, m is equal to t 2 kg. So therefore omega is equal to 1 by 2 divided by 2. So that is equal to 0.775. So this is the angular frequency. Now let us work out some problems. A tuning fork has a natural frequency of 512 Hz. A periodic force per unit mass of unit amplitude 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 Newton per kg acts on it. Calculate the maximum amplitude attained by the fork if damping per unit mass is 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 radians per second. So here the natural frequency of the tuning fork is 512 Hz. So n is equal to 512 Hz. So then this one periodic force per unit mass, that is F by m, is equal to 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 Newton per kg. Then damping per unit mass, that is R by m, is equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 radians per second. So angular frequency is equal to 2 pi n. N is the frequency or the natural frequency of the tuning fork. So omega is the angular frequency. So angular frequency is equal to 2 pi n, that is 2 pi into 512. So this is the angular frequency. Now the damping factor B is given by B is equal to R by 2m. So that is equal to 1 into 10 to the power minus 2. Because R by m is 2 into 10 to the minus 2. So R by 2m is equal to 1 into 10 to the power minus 2. So amplitude or the maximum amplitude is F by m by 2b omega. So 5 F by m, 2 into b is 1 into 10 to the minus 2. So this is omega. So therefore maximum amplitude is given by 7.77 into 10 to the power minus 4 meters. A body of mass 500 gram is attached to a spring and the system is driven by an external periodic force of amplitude 15 Newton and frequency 0.796 Hz. The strings extends by length of 88 millimeter under the given load. Calculate the amplitude of oscillation if the resistance coefficient of the medium is 5.05 kg per second. Ignore the mass of the spring. Now the mass suspended is 500 grams. So m is equal to 500 grams, that is equal to 0.5 kg. Force applied is 15 newtons. So F is equal to 15 newtons. The frequency of the force is 0.796 Hz. So N is equal to 0.796 Hz. The extension produced is 88 millimeters. So that is equal to 0.088 meters. The resistance coefficient is 5.05 kg per second. So R is equal to 5.05 kg per second. So we have to calculate amplitude A. So this is the frequency of the applied periodic force. So the angular frequency P is equal to 2 pi n. So that is equal to 2 pi into n is 0.796. So that is equal to P is equal to 5 radians per second. So now the force constant K is equal to F by X. F is mg divided by X. So that is equal to 0.5 into 10 to 9.8 divided by x is 0.088. So this is equal to 55.68 Newton per second. Natural frequency omega is equal to square root of k by m. So that is equal to k is just now we calculated 55.68 divided by mass 0.5. So that is equal to 10.55 radians per second. Damping factor B is equal to R by 2m. So R is equal to 5.05 divided by 2 into 0.5. So this is nothing but 1. So this is equal to 5.05 radians per second. The equation for the amplitude is F by m divided by square root of 4b squared p squared plus omega squared minus p squared whole square. So this is equal to F is 15, m is 0.5. So 15 divided by 0.5 square root of 4, b is 5.06 square of that one into p is 5 square plus omega is 10.55 radians and p is 5, so square of that one whole square. So amplitude is 0.3 meter. Next problem. A vibrating system of natural frequency 500 cycles per second is forced to vibrate with a periodic force per unit mass of amplitude 100 into 10 to the power minus 5 Newton per kg. In the presence of a damping per unit mass of 0.01 into 10 to the power minus 3 radians per second, calculate the maximum vibration amplitude of the system. So here natural frequency of the system is 500 cycles per second. So this is n. Force per unit mass is 100 into 10 to the power minus 5 Newton per kg. This is F by m. And R by m is 0.01 into 10 to the power minus 3 radians per second. So n is 500 hertz, F by m is 100 into 10 to the minus 5 Newton per kg, and R by m is 0.01 into 10 to the power minus 3 radians per second. So omega is equal to 2 pi n. So that is equal to 2 pi into 500. So that is equal to 140 radians per second. B is equal to R by 2m. So R by m is 0.01 into 10 to the minus 13 radians per second. So R by 2m is, so this divided by 2, so that is equal to 0.005 into 10 to the power minus 3. So now the maximum amplitude is given by A maximum is equal to F by m divided by 2b omega. So F by m is 100 into 10 to the power minus 5. 2 into b is 0.005 into 10 to the power minus 2 into omega is 3140 radians per second. So the value is 0.0318 meter. Next problem. A body of mass 500 gram is attached to spring and the system is driven by an external periodic force of amplitude 15 newtons and the frequency 0.796 Hz. The spring extends by length of 88 mm under the given load. Calculate the amplitude of oscillation if the resistance coefficient of the medium is 5.05 kg per second. Ignore the mass of the spring. So here the mass of the body is 500 gram and the amplitude of the applied periodic force is 15 N, 15 newtons. Frequency of the force is equal to 0.796 Hertz. the X, that is the spring, extends by a length of 88 millimeter. Then the damping coefficient or the resistance coefficient is 5.05 kg per second. So mass of the body is 500 gram, that is equal to 0.5 kg. Amplitude of the external periodic force is F is equal to 15 Newton. The applied periodic force can be given by F sin pt, where F is the amplitude, that is 59, and sin pt, P is the angular frequency of the applied force. So frequency of the applied force is nu is equal to 0.796 hertz. From this one we can calculate the angular frequency of the applied periodic force. Extension of the given spring for the given load is X is equal to 88 millimeter. So that is equal to 88 into 10 to the power minus 3 meters. Now damping coefficient of the medium is R is equal to 5.05 kg per second. Angular frequency of the applied force is given by F is equal to 2 pi nu. Nu is given, that is 0.796. So 2 pi into 0.796. So that is equal to 5 radians per second. Force constant of the spring is K is equal to force per unit extension, or F by X. F is equal to m into G. M is the mass suspended, that is 0.5. G is equal to 9.8. X is the extension, that is equal to, that is given there, 88 into 10 to the power minus 3. So therefore the force constant K is equal to 55.68 Newton per meter. Natural frequency of oscillation of the system, it is given by omega is equal to square root of K by M. So here K, that is the force constant, just we have calculated, that is 55.68, and the mass suspended is 0.5, 500 grams or 0.5. So therefore omega is equal to 10.55 radians per second. So damping factor B is equal to R by 2M, that is equal to 5.05. R is given here 5.05 divided by 2 into mass 0.5. So that is equal to 5.05. So now the amplitude of the oscillation is A is equal to F by M. So this is the equation, F by M divided by square root of omega squared minus P squared whole square plus 4B squared P square. So that is equal to, so substitute the amplitude of the periodic force, that is F is equal to 15, mass suspended 500 grams, that is 0.5. So divided by square root of omega, omega is given there, that is equal to 10.55 minus 5, 5 is the P, that is the angular frequency of the applied periodic force, 4 into here B squared, B is 5.05, so that into 5, this one B is equal to 5.05 into P squared, P is 5, so 5 squared, so that is equal to 0.3 meters. So this is the amplitude of the forced oscillation. We will work out one problem in this particular chapter, that is under shock waves. The distance between the two pressure sensors in a shock tube is 150 millimeter. The time taken by a shock wave to travel this distance is 0.3 milliseconds. If the velocity of the sound under the same condition is 340 meter per second, find the Mach number of the shock waves. So what is given here? The distance between the two pressure gauges. So let us consider the distance between the two pressure gauges as D. D is equal to 150 millimeter. So that is 150 into 10 to the power minus 3 meters. The time taken for the shock wave to travel this much distance, that is t is equal to 0.3 millisecond or 0.3 into 10 to the power minus 3 seconds. Then the velocity of the sound is given, that is a is equal to 340. Now what is the velocity of the shock wave? So velocity of the shock wave is given by distance traveled by time taken, that is d by t. V is equal to d by t. So that is equal to 150 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 0.3 into 10 to the power minus 3. So that is equal to 500 meter per second. Now the Mach number is the ratio of the velocity of the object divided by the velocity of the sound. So that is m is equal to v by a. So m is equal to v by a, that is equal to 500 divided by 340. So that is equal to 1.47. So this is the Mach number. Thank you.